how to let go of negative thoughts and actually unlock your true potential is to stop living every day like everyone and everything's against you. You start to live in flow, in synchronicity with the best version of yourself. You let go of being the victim of every situation. Like, for example, you're trying to meet some new girl in the city you live, but your impression of living in that city is that all of them would judge me if I were to try to have a conversation with a new person. What is that? Is a belief system that you can't go up to a random girl who looked at you and gave you a smile and start a conversation because of the belief that they have already rejected you before you even tried to go talk to them. Becoming the best version of yourself and discovering your true potential is not attracting the perfect relationship. It can also be becoming the most abundant version of yourself that's running a business or doing the best career possible for you. And also, you could be doing something on the side that is your passion and purpose. What you need to do is you need to learn to surrender to each of the old negative programming from the past. And each time it comes up, you need to know that the mind is going to keep trying to do that to you. And that the best way to move on with life and to discover your true self is to allow the mind to do that, but have a better relationship with that thought every time it comes up. And the best way to actually navigate through life, through the negative old programming, is forgiveness. It's probably one of the toughest things we can do to be able to forgive those we feel like have wronged us. And how many of you are still holding on to something from somebody who hurt you, who cheated on you, who fired you from that job? These things that happened, they're suppressed, and they're creating the way we look at life today. And the only way to actually be able to get away from it and build a new life is to forgive that. Now, you don't have to have a relationship with this person that has hurt you. They don't need to know. You are forgiving them for you. You're not forgiving them to make them feel good. This is something we are doing for ourselves. We are building characters. The more that you surrender and let go of the negative, the more that you are going to be able to step into the best version of yourself and create the new life. And when you start to get on the path to spirituality and actually meditate on this path or whatever hobby you are not currently doing. If you're just working every day and coming home and having to depend on outside sources to kind of dull, kind of make you forget about whatever it is you're feeling. Let's use cannabis, for example. Let's say you just work, come home, smoke cannabis to get away from that feeling, eat supper, smoke more cannabis, then go to bed and go to work the next day. How is the next day going to be any different than that current day? Well, it's probably not, because that is what's helping you drift through life. And I'm not saying you have to quit cannabis to be more spiritually connected or actually feel good about yourself and feel good about your life. It's that you're using cannabis to mask the negative, to hide those suppressed thoughts that you don't want to bring up and do the work with them. And to do the work with them, it happens when you sit in silence and connect to your higher self. You have to be willing to step into the uncomfortable, like where I started this video with. You live in a city, but you assume that every woman in that city is against you. You are unwilling to put yourself in public situations to meet someone new. And I'm not saying this to shame you and that you have no confidence and that you're no good to meet that attractive woman that you think is attractive. You are very capable of it. I'm just here to give you the tools to find the confidence. And where that confidence comes from is by changing your energy. And when you change your energy, you start to change your personality. And what happens after that is your personal reality and everything around you changes. The people treat you different. The way you operate in life becomes different. That there's no more dependency on those few women, whether you live in a big city or a small town. It's that there's no dependency on those women. And this is not just for men that need to meet women. It could be women that look at men that way as well. It could be for any sex. What it is it's a predetermined perception we have, in that it's we have to protect ourselves because all of the crappy moments, all of the things that hurt us, we don't want to get hurt ever again. But to be able to step into the new version of yourself is that you become unafraid and you become more aware of that fear, and you are able to step into it and challenge yourself regardless of the outcome, regardless of how that man or woman is going to treat you in return. And more than likely, if you're in a public park or at a yoga class, a fitness class, group class, and that person looked at you, gave you a nice smile, you feel good resonating energy coming from that person, whether they're giving you lots of their energy or not, just a quick smile. It's probably a good opportunity to start a conversation with that person. And regardless of where the conversation leads, it's nice to just open yourself up and let go of that fear of rejection. And when you open yourself up to just be kind for the sake of being kind, you are not doing it for a means to an end. You are not doing it for a result. You are doing it because you choose to love life, you love yourself, and you choose to share that kindness with others. The same as I've become a YouTuber that is doing self-help. I'm doing content that helps people create the best versions of themselves. I am not doing this for a means to an end that I need to make income from YouTube by building a bigger channel. I do it because I love you guys who are here and those who discover me. That I have changed my energy to that of the loving person that can be a spiritual teacher or helps people with personal development skills to develop these skills to be able to connect with something greater. You don't have to believe in God or believe in the higher self I mention often, but you can just embody the good feelings. And the good feelings is just breathing in and focusing in on the heart center. And yes, the best way to connect with that energy is to do it in a meditative state. But you can just do it in the middle of the day when things get very negative and you want to take your energy back. You're in a public place and you feel a lot of toxic, negative energy around you. Just take a moment, slow everything down and slow your breathing down and focus in on the heart center. Focus on being grateful for what you currently have. These are all steps on letting go of the old negative thought pattern. And you're going to start discovering your true self. When I let go of the negative thought pattern prior to going full time on YouTube here, it was, well, I'm a truck driver. How am I supposed to record a video every day? You know, I don't have the liberty of these people who just make videos and they just get the subscribers without doing the work. You know, these are all negative things we're programmed, and it's envy. You're envying other people. Oh, they can do that, but I can't. Well, why can't you? Because it's a story that's up here. And when you change your energy, you change the story that's up here to that of the successful person. So you know what I did? I said, I'm going to go full time. I'm going to make a video here in the garage or out in the truck, wherever I'm at. And I'm going to help people as much as I can in person. I became a personal trainer. I help people in fitness because you guys know I love working out. I do that as well. And I do personal development content on social media and YouTube. This is This is me being able to give back because I'm in a state of peace and love and joy and gratitude for what's already here. And the abundance I've been able to connect with has changed so many things about my life in just 1 year. Just 1 year of living like this and dedicating myself to that morning practice of meditating and elevating my vibe. I'm going to upload a video in the top corner here, which is my Connect with Your Higher Self meditation. I highly recommend you try that out. Connecting with your higher self and seeing the old negative thought patterns we used to live in and living in autopilot, that person that just lives life every day to work, come home, smoke weed, have supper, smoke more weed, and go to bed and go to work the next day. That's just living the same exact life every day. You are not taking some time in the morning, you're not taking some time after work to do some form of hobby. Anything, exercising, going for a walk, being within your own energy, but feeling the flow of positive, loving energy, that you're going to be able to create something new, someone new, or attract someone new into your life. Do you think you're going to attract someone new being as that person that just works every day? Life's not fair. The people in my city, you can't talk to them because they question everything about you. You don't put yourself in uncomfortable situations. When you learn to love everyone and forgive everyone for all of the wrong that you felt in your life, you step into the version of you that is connected to the greater good. You allow the divine to flow through you, and it gives you the energy and the confidence to be your true self. You remember what I said in a past video, discovering your true power within. And your true power within is to be yourself. And I will upload that in the top corner here, which that was a video on my back deck I said about changing your energy. I got very into this flow state, and for about a few weeks or a month, all my videos was about being yourself more. And the result was I became more of myself. And in these videos, I don't have to script. I'm just myself. I allow the ideas and my creativity to flow in. I give you guys examples and stories during my 1.5-year journey, and I'm completely sober. I changed everything. I changed into someone who meditates, someone who's kind, and someone who helps and gives value to others because I love to do it. I don't need anything in return. And I don't need to manipulate people to pay me for these services. I'm doing it because I love what I do. And I get that from a lot of people. Same with the drumming channel. My energy on the drum channel is not you're building a YouTube drum channel to attract people so you can make money and stay home and quit your truck driving job. I love music, and it's a part of me. It's in my heart. Same as this personal development teaching, this channel. This is part of who I am. I love it. And there's a certain energy I'm embodying while I film these videos that I don't have to be perfect on every video, Just because one video didn't do as good as the other, and if let's say we're analyzing the views and the likes and stuff, so feel free to like this one if you like what I'm talking about. Which, regardless, I'm okay either way if you don't. But just be yourself and don't worry about the results. And those who resonate with the content you are creating will come in. Those who resonate with the person you are being when you join that public fitness class, that cute girl or guy that smiles at you, and you have a quick conversation when the class is done. Ask them if you want to go out for a coffee. Regardless of them saying yes or no, you're still going to go home and feel in this elevated state, because if you've practiced living in loving, peaceful elevated states and you're already grateful for what you have in your life, what that person you asked on a coffee date says in return is not really going to matter. You're feeling good energy. You want to share some of your energy with this new person you just met. More than likely, they're going to say yes because your energy is non-dependent on them and they can feel that. And that is magnetic to other people. The same as when I make YouTube content on here, I don't make it, I need to make subscribers. I need to become a monetized YouTuber. So follow me, subscribe. I'm not giving 50,000 calls to action. I'm just being me. I make the content about myself. I make a couple of notes sometimes here. I write them on a white piece of paper. I attach it to my tripod. And that just carries me through the video. But the way that the video goes is just flowing in through the divine and me living in a higher elevated state. As per the meditation I did this morning, as I came back from my trip in Montreal, I took a full week off from filming video. And you know what? I didn't stress a whole lot that I'm going to come back from Montreal and I'm not reading and listening to self-help stuff every day and I'm going to lose everything that I've gained and learned. And yes, I am better at the videos I make when I'm making one every day, but I needed to prove to myself and my wife that I can give her 100% of my energy and I can love the trip and the vacation we took without needing to go out on the street by myself and film a video every day for my YouTube channel. Yes, I love this channel, but it's not, I'm dependent on it to grow and that I need to film a video. I can't take a week off. If I want to take a week off, I can take a week off because I'm the one who designs this. I get to design this life I've changed for myself from the negative thinking program to that of the uplifted, successful YouTuber, spiritual teacher that knows what he's doing, that helps people just for the sake of helping, that's getting better at the content he films because he continues to do it. That is the energy I've embodied, and I've returned from my trip, and I feel a really good flow state here this morning, because the morning is the best times for me. I find I enter a flow state, and I'm at my most creative. Those are the best videos I've made that got the best results on the channel. I made them first thing in the morning, usually an hour or two after waking up, having a cup of coffee. But try doing that this week and try doing a morning meditation. I will link it at the end of the video. It's my higher self meditation where you're going to see two versions of your life on a TV screen. And you're going to see the old vibration that you're stuck in. That's comparable to that person I spoke about that just works every day, smokes cannabis to hide the negative. That changes into the high vibration that you are capable of being, that is non-dependent on cannabis, non-dependent on sex or on masturbation. You know what I mean? Because those are all forms of dopamine. When you ejaculate, that's the dopamine spike, and then you go back out of it. You're a 9 out of 10 for 3 seconds, and then you go back down to a 2. But I'll make a different video about that, masturbating, and how it can be unhealthy for certain people. So try that meditation. I will link it here.